Hello, my name is Vespienko. In this video I will show you a way how to seal your ammunition so it's more protected against the elements, and also some oil like WD-40 which really penetrates primers of the ammunition a lot, so it would not work properly anymore if that would be left unprotected. Back in the day, and still on some military, mainly military ammunition, the primer pocket is sealed off with a special lacquer. Sometimes I saw that also by Russian ammunition on the bullet. There you clearly see a ring, usually in a reddish color, of a lacquer that even the bullet, where the bullet is pressed in the casing, usually a steel casing, is sealed off as well to make the ammunition as water and fluid proof as possible. Unfortunately, in USA there is not that much such ammunition around anymore, especially the ones that are sold commercially for civilian use. If it's not made by a military contractor facility, then usually it's not sealed at all. They sell the premium ammunition like hollow points for self-defense. Doesn't matter which brand name. Most of the names of the brands you have, they are not protected at all. They are simply left alone, and this step of the manufacturing process to actually make a high quality product is left out for cost reason, I guess. So what I try to show today is basically how to seal the primer, like on this 12 gauge military buckshot load, that it would be sealed off. We see here on the sample of this M855 ammunition, the primers are sealed off as well as of those 9mm ones here. It doesn't matter which color you use of the nail polish. Nail polish comes in so many colors in USA. It's like pretty much everything else in USA. It's unbelievable what all is around. So the main idea is that you use a color that gives you a bit of difference than the color of the shell. So like on this case here, a black one would not work that well. You would not like to see where the nail polish go correctly. Or on this one, a clear see-through or a goldish color one would not work either. But other than that, it's pretty much whatever you want to use. In Switzerland I mainly used the red because there was the selection way less big than in USA. What I would not suggest either is some fancy stuff that is around, like glitter and glimmer and with metal particles or what that is in there, because those particles could flake off, and it should be basically something like a paint kind of thing. I don't wanna recommend any brand. It doesn't matter at all. I usually go with the cheapest that is around, that has a bit of bottle, a good size bottle, because many sell in a smaller container as well. So as you get your favorite color of nail polish, which you also could color code if you want to do that, say all 9mm you want to make blue, all 38 special you want to make green, that would be an option as well. So it's up to you. You need the nail polish. Maybe you need to steal it from your girlfriend, and don't tell her what you're gonna use it for, because women usually have no idea that you should seal off ammunition. Then you need some ammunition, brand new from local China land. It's amazing what you all get in USA. We're just gonna take out 3 pieces, that should be enough to show. And here we also see the difference. The right one is not sealed, the left one is sealed with green one. That's what we're gonna do. So then you need a bit paper, something that you can throw away. So many junk mail that we get, so that works as well. You grab the nail polish. We don't need too much of it, just a little bit. And we put that on. The idea is that you get those 2 rims done. I have to reach around the camera, so I'm not that fast like I usually are. So you see the 2 rims are covered, and like this it would be too much. So what you do is you grab it, you simple slide it over the paper to get it flat again, and then you check if there are any bubbles. On this one is no bubbles. You put it on the side, nail polish dry. Yeah, I would say within 2 minutes that dries really fast, and it shrinks a little bit. Maybe the camera see the right one is already dry, the left one still needs to shrink. It evaporates a bit of the fluid as it dries. So we do another one. We simple put that on, basically only on the middle. So and now we have below here is a little bit of bubble. So we see as we slide it off, there is the bubble, but now it is gone because it fills it up by itself. So you need to look quick a bit. Usually I let them dry and then I check it as I put it back in the box if it's dry. With the shot gel, of course, we need to look in the front too. That is a different sealing there. Those here are pretty good sealed. Some of the cheaper trap and skeet loads are not that well. Of course, the factories do that different. It's a machine that does it, but it's basically made as they put in the primer, and that's a different process. As the ammunition is finished loaded, we cannot take it out anymore. So that's trash. Always close the nail polish up pretty well. Those bottles are really bad. They flip over really easy. I don't know. That's a bit to care about. Also, nail polish should be always storaged in a cool place, like the cooler, not the freezer, but the cooler. They say it lasts you longer. So I always do it like that. Then the ammunition that we just did, still a bit greener than the one that already was done. So it needs a bit more time. I basically leave it alone, maybe a minute or 2 more, and then put it back in the box. So with this system, you can be sure that the ammunition you really count on will be way better protected than a regular one that isn't. Like I say, with the WD-40 oil and other penetrating oils, there is great possibility if you use that on the gun that hides in there and will sneak into the primer and make that the primer won't go off, and then the ammunition will not fire. So this possibility is gone. Also, in case it gets wet or rain, and the humidity here in North Georgia is also pretty tough. So with all this problem with this, we have it pretty much solved. To finish off this video, I want to tell another story quick. On the one side it's funny, on the other side it's still pretty serious. I got burgled as I did emigrate to USA pretty soon thereafter by the daughter of the ex-business partner. She did steal some items together with another man that was involved, and quite likely a couple more that the police could not grab. But the funny side about it, they did steal some ammunition from me, and the police did recover part of it, and they showed me those ammunition and asked if that is from me. And the criminal, as stupid as a bread as they are, they did take it out of the boxes, of the factory boxes, and put it in like Ziploc bags, sandwich bags, and they think, yeah, there is no way to see what that is and who that did belong to, right? So they did not think like Swiss people, or at least not like I think, because as I did arrive at that place there, the house was a pretty good mess, and on the floor, true story, on the floor was laying underwear and also nail polish. And as always, as I look around, I see that. I did ask the owner of the house, what is with that nail polish there? Can I use that? I could use that, you know, instead of buy it new. If it lays on the ground in the house, maybe nobody use that anymore. And like that it is. Half empty bottles. So I got me, it was red color and blue color. That was on the ground, and I did use that back then to seal off some 9mm ammunition and shotgun shells and all that. Not the fancy green I had, but those for free, red and blue. And I used that. That was property from the daughter that later did steal the stuff. And the police show it to me, as I say, and they ask if that is my ammunition, if I remember that. And of course, on the back side, the primer was sealed off in my fashion, and there is quite likely pretty near nobody around here or in USA altogether that seals off the ammunition with a nail polish. And I did explain to the police there, yeah, you see that red and that blue, that is nail polish, yeah, and I did it, and that is my ammunition that got stolen and recovered. So that was pretty funny that actually the criminal got caught a little bit by this own nail polish. True story, kind of funny, kind of sad. Those criminals did never get what they deserved. So that was a tough time, but shortly after that I moved out, and maybe one day I make a video like this about burglary, and it only got straight better. You can never let you down about criminals, never at all. And if they do it once, they do it twice. So it's better you move, you drop everything, and you simply grab your stuff and leave. And that was what I did. And since then, the life did get better and better and better, and really good. And now after those years, it's absolute great up here, far away from criminals. That much about sealing ammunition to make it more reliable, that you can count on for serious ammunition.